Why do countries use non-tariff trade barriers? Have you ever wondered why some countries seem to make it harder for foreign goods to enter their markets? This is where non-tariff trade barriers come into play. These barriers are tools countries use to control international trade without relying on traditional tariffs. They serve various purposes, and understanding them can help us grasp the dynamics of international economics and trade. First, one of the main reasons countries implement non-tariff trade barriers is to protect domestic industries. By limiting foreign competition through measures like quotas or import licenses, countries can shield their local producers. This protection helps preserve jobs and stabilize industries that are vital to the national economy. Next, ensuring public health and safety is another important reason. Countries impose regulations, such as sanitary and phytosanitary measures, to set standards for imported goods. For instance, restrictions on agricultural imports can prevent the introduction of pests or diseases that could harm local crops and livestock. Additionally, managing trade balance and economic stability is crucial. Non-tariff barriers can control the volume and type of imports, influencing the trade balance. A favorable trade balance can help maintain currency stability and overall economic health. Countries may use quotas or voluntary export restraints to avoid large trade deficits. Political and strategic reasons also play a role. Non-tariff barriers like embargoes and sanctions are often used to exert political pressure or respond to security concerns. These measures restrict trade with specific countries or entities to achieve foreign policy goals. Another reason for these barriers is to address market failures and regulatory differences. Technical barriers, such as product standards and labeling requirements, ensure that imported goods meet domestic regulations. This protects consumers from substandard products that may not comply with local safety standards. Finally, as traditional tariffs have decreased due to multilateral trade agreements, non-tariff barriers have gained prominence. They allow countries to regulate trade while still complying with international commitments. These barriers can influence trade flows without imposing direct taxes. In practical terms, non-tariff barriers can increase the cost and complexity of importing goods. This can affect supply chains and consumer prices, leading to trade disputes if perceived as unfair. While they can support domestic economic objectives, they may also limit competition and distort market outcomes. In summary, countries use non-tariff trade barriers to balance the benefits of international trade with the need to protect domestic interests, maintain regulatory standards, and pursue broader policy goals. Understanding these barriers helps us see how countries navigate the complex world of international trade.